Hello and welcome to Monday. Now, I got something in the mail today that I genuinely did not expect to get today. I anticipated getting it tomorrow because, as I do, I was constantly checking the tracking. Everything said tomorrow. So I figured, okay, well, I'll talk about this tomorrow. But then around like 7 o'clock, it landed on the doorstep and, well, we can talk about it. So, if you remember years ago, I ordered something fun. I ordered the Analog Pocket. And if the title doesn't give it away, and this doesn't give it, this definitely gives it away. Um, I love this thing, right? It is I think the Game Boy Advance is probably like my favorite handheld console of all time. So many memories. It's just, something that I grew up with, and I really love it. And this is just that, but better in every single way, right? So, it is a reimagining of what the Game Boy Advanced is, right? You have the Game Boy, or Game Boy and Game Boy Color shell screen kind of thing. And then it's capable of playing not only Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, but also TurboGrafx and a couple of other uh, games via the port here. But also, it's capable of playing arcade games via the OpenFPGA chip in here, and it's just so cool. I really love this. So when Analogue announced their newest product, the Analogue 3D, I just knew I had to have it. Now, I never grew up with the N64, right? My cousins had one, and I played a couple of games as a kid on it, but I never really played it, right? My first Nintendo console, per se, while I have dozens of memories with the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, so forth, my first console that I owned for Nintendo was the Nintendo Wii. It was PS2, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, all of those PlayStation household. But then, we got the Wii, we got the Wii U, we got the Switch 2 now. But I never really knew what the N64 was capable of. And the Wii can do GameCube games just fine via emulation and through hardware. And my Analog Pocket can do SNES and below via other means. Virtual Boy is now accessible via 3DS and eventually Nintendo Switch. But, I figured if Analog's going to this length to do another console, I want to get into it. So I did. And here it is, the Analogue 3D. Now, I've seen a bunch of reviewers review this, but I immediately just opened this up and was like, okay, let me pop inside and see what's happening here. And immediately you're greeted with the 3 and the charger. And I haven't even touched anything here yet. Look at that. It's ruined now. The collector's value is gone. The 3D computer graphics system. I don't own any N64 games. Ooh, it's got a nice weight to it. It's got like a rubberized bottom kind of thing. We have an SD card here that holds the firmware that should just pop out, but I can't grab it. Ugh. I think I just had it. Oh gosh, I don't want to break this. I'll deal with it later. But power, USB, HDMI, and then you get your 64 ports. Power and a reset. Charger, or not charger. Power cable and power brick. Is that it? That might be it. This can go like this. Nice foam. Analogue is just a wonderful, wonderful company, right? They may not have, well, their products are amazing. They may not have the best customer service or the, nope, that's literally it. Or the, you know, they take their time with everything. But, oh wait, no, if I remove this piece of paper here, there is something else. We have a little manual. And a cartridge cleaner, right. I remember seeing like these little scrubbing pads. In here we have FPGA sticker and had a quick start guide along with the analog sticker. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Put that back in, put this here, and then put this back down. But yeah, I'm super happy to have this. I did immediately order some N64 stuff, so I don't have the controller. I'm hoping that the 8-bit do controllers that I already have will work. If not, I can order a N64 style controller from 8-bit do, and hopefully that'll just, well, that's the only controller compatible, but I assume any Bluetooth controller will work, you know. Worst case, I can just, you know, pick that up and then we'll be off to the races. But I'll probably test it out just because I haven't heard anything and haven't seen anything. I could probably look it up, but where's the fun in that? Ooh. But yeah, it's gonna be a wonderful time, and excited to play some N64 games. You know, I don't really have any nostalgia for any of those, other than like maybe Pokemon Stadium, but you know, it's gonna be really fun to just hop in a game and see what we get up to. Alright, that's what we're gonna call it here for today, so thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.